Thinking of buying your own first rental? Great choice. Investing in properties, farms, land, homes is as old as our civilization. Quickly, a brief history. Ancient humans were nomadic tribes. You hunt, you eat. But then not everybody could hunt. I would be scared to death if I was told to hunt a zebra, let alone a tiger or a lion or whatever roamed the earth 20,000 years ago. So someone like me, scared of hunting and not being able to feed myself, discovered agriculture. And we started calling ourselves vegetarians. Now, once you have agriculture, you have a settlement. You can't be roaming around and hunting like the good old days. I mean, my wheat grain isn't going anywhere. Jericho in modern day West Bank, Palestine was a settlement about 11,000 years ago. Now imagine me living in Jericho and having a farm of my own. I'm the owner. Timid people like me don't have to hunt. If I want to eat chicken in dinner tonight, you, the hunter, will give me chicken and I'll give you 2 cabbage in return. I bet the strong and the agile and the muscular hunters would be tired of eating meat every day, and probably the same kind of meat too. If you look at Google Maps, Egypt is not very far away from Palestine. Ancient Egyptians started observing what was happening in Jericho, and they decided to formalize the process of owning land and all the rights that come along with owning that piece of land. And some smart dude, someone like me, came up with this code of Hammurabi. Written in ancient Egypt, this is the oldest text about laws governing the rights of a property. Now, no hunter can come to my farm and claim my cabbage. There are laws around it. The ancient Egyptians were the true real estate developers and investors, the first ones of our kind. And guess what? The word spread. The ancient Chinese came up with similar laws of their own. I mean, today also we just copy paste everything. The Romans copied the ancient Egyptian business model, and in our modern age, the Americans lead in this space. Today, the same code of Hammurabi is on the south wall of our Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C. If you have ever seen the Supreme Court building in Washington, D.C., type Hammurabi in the comments below, and I'd love to see it. Everyone in the world invests in real estate. Every billionaire and millionaire in this world of ours invests in real estate that runs in millions and billions of dollars that they own. We see them on our TV screens, on our phone screens, all decked up, nice clothes, watches that are so expensive that they're more expensive than my car. They never tell us where all their money comes from. We, you and I, the small time people, common man, the common woman, the working class, the ones that no one sees us around, also start real estate investments by buying our own first investment property. Don't think for a minute this is going to be easy. It wasn't easy for those millionaires. It's not going to be easy for us mortals. But if you persist, do the work, dig deep, the rewards are what you see on TV. Hi, my name is Vikram Chopra. I'm an investment banker and a broker in the Charlotte metropolitan area. This is where I invest, and this is where I help other investors realize their financial dreams. Okay, I'm going to assume that you already live in a home that you own and that you're looking to buy your first rental property. Okay, this is what you need to do. Number 1, finances. Get your financial base solid. Ensure that you have a credit score of at least 750 for the best interest rates. Since you already own a house, you probably have to do a 20% down for the investment property that you wish to buy. That means you need to have some serious cash in hand. The lenders who are going to fund the remaining 80% of this transaction would want to see the debt to income ratio of less than 45%. Total monthly debt is the sum of your car payment, your credit card payment, your mortgage, your rent, your utilities, any alimony, any child support, insurance and taxes altogether. Total monthly income is going to be your income before taxes. This could include your wages, your salary, your tips, your bonuses, or any other sources of income. Use this formula. DTI is the total monthly debt divided by the total monthly income that you have, multiply that by 100. Ensure that the DTI is less than 45%. If it's more than 45%, then we wait. We find ways to increase your salary, monthly salary, or we find ways to reduce your monthly debt. Don't start looking for a house just yet. Number 2, strategy. This is really critical. You must be 100% sure of the type of investment property that you're planning to buy. My favorite strategy, and the one option where you can build generational wealth, is buy and hold. In this strategy, you buy a house, you fix it up, and then you rent it out to a tenant for positive cash flow month after month after month for years to come. Once the house is paid off, majority of the rent that comes in is for you to keep. This strategy is like a turtle in a race. Eventually, the turtle will win, and we all know that. B. Short-term rentals. That's like Airbnb. This is the hare in the race against the turtle. Have you seen those flashy videos of Airbnb rentals? Loads of money falling from the sky. Even today, when I see those videos about those Airbnbs in Miami, Los Angeles, New York, I'm in awe. Don't get me wrong, if you live in one of these major tourist hotspots and you own a rental which is Airbnb, you, my friend, are a winner. We know that. If you don't live in that city, then the number of challenges exponentially increase. I have a friend who lives in Arlington, Virginia. He has 2 Airbnbs there. He rakes in the moolah because he doesn't have to pay property management fee, which could be up to 40% of the gross rent. His own house where he lives is actually next to his Airbnbs, and it is a tourist hotspot. There's a Boston metro station right next to it. People can hop into a metro and go to Washington, D.C. in like 10 minutes. He has a contract with a cleaning company and they come in every other day. But remember, if this is the strategy that you want to adopt, then those investment properties are pretty expensive. So the 20% down is going to be a substantial amount. If this is the option you choose, then you probably wear a watch that is more expensive than my car. Tell me more about your watch. Type watch in the comments below. C. House hacking. I absolutely love this innovative strategy. I regret not using this strategy during my investment journey. The concept is simple. Buy a multiplex building with 2, 3, 4 homes. You live in one home and you rent the rest of the homes. Your risk is mitigated so much. First, if all 3 units are occupied and the tenants are paying their rent, then you don't have to pay a mortgage since the rent from all those 3 units is going to cover the mortgage amount. Second, you're basically living for free. Live there for 2 years and then buy another fourplex and move into the new fourplex. In a span of 2-3 years, you could own about 8 homes quickly. As is the focus of this video, if you already live in a home that you own, you can still do house hacking. Many years ago in 2006, when I was in the university, a family had rented me their attic space. I loved it. To make some extra money, I used to sell bonsai trees in the mall nearby. I paid my rent in cash and I'm sure the owners did not mind it at all. I'm almost certain I was covering their mortgage, the entire mortgage. You could do that too. You could rent out your basement, you could rent out your attic or a spare room. I would just ensure that there's a separate entrance for the tenant to come in and out of the house. And if you're real serious, you could construct an ADU, accessory dwelling unit. If you have a yard, you can definitely construct an ADU and rent it out. The 20% down payment that you have saved could be used in the construction of the ADU. You do have to check with the zoning laws and with the HOAs. HOAs are so much pain in life. Their only job is to make your life miserable. If you're like me and think that the HOA has to be banned, type HOA in the comments below. Number 3, market. Picking the right market is crucial. I cannot buy a house in Miami, an investment house in Miami or Los Angeles or New York or Boston. It's way too expensive. There is a general rule of thumb. The rent to price ratio should be more than 1%. Any investment property that you plan to buy. What does that mean? If you buy an investment house for $200,000, you should be able to rent it for at least $2,000 every month. 1% of $200,000 is $2,000. Check the rental CMAs. If similar houses are rented for less than $2,000 a month, then don't buy the house. Don't buy the house with the hope that it will appreciate. Remember, cash is always king. I want to show this image of a house that my friend bought. He lives in a different city. He bought it in February 2020 for $275,000. In 6 years, he's renting it out for the 6th time, and he obviously is having a hard time looking for a tenant that can pay him $2,000 every month. Bought for $275,000 and he can't even find a tenant for $2,000. Very bad investment. Don't be like him. He called me about 3 months ago and he said, Vikram, I'm having difficulty renting this house even for $1,800. The last time he had this problem, the house was vacant for 6 months. Imagine, for 6 months, he was paying a mortgage, he was paying an HOA, he was paying taxes, insurance, and all these other bills. Let me show you my personal investment property now, the one in Charlotte that I own. I bought this house for $83,000 in February 2021. The current tenant has been living there for almost 3 years now and is paying $1,400 every month. 1% of $83,000 is $830, and I'm getting $1,400 every month. See how my monthly return is more than the 1%? My friend's return is less than 0.6%. Given that he's able to rent the house first in the first place. His house is so much more expensive. Bought his for $275,000. I bought mine for $83,000. So what will you do if you live in a city where you cannot get a 1% return on your rental investments? Will you not buy your first investment property, or will you buy one with less returns? No. No, please, no. Don't do that. Don't kill your dreams. Be a hustler. Look for towns where the ROI is an absolute killer. Invest in Charlotte. Charlotte is at the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. There are so many people who live in the smaller towns in South Carolina and commute to Charlotte daily for work. The vacancy rates are so low. The population in the Carolinas is increasing at an astronomical pace. A simple Google search will tell you the true story. Here, see, 23,000 new residents are coming every year to Charlotte. And this is just Charlotte. If I include the neighboring towns, this number will blow up. Look at these statistics. In the next 25 years, the population is expected to grow by a staggering 56%. Charlotte has become the second biggest financial center on the East Coast after New York City. There are so many jobs that are coming up. Blue-collar jobs, white-collar jobs. There'll never be a shortage of tenants looking to get into one of your homes. Number 4, the team. Once you have narrowed down the market, the next step in this process is to getting your team that can help you in this investment journey. If you're out of state, you need to talk to a property manager. Ask him about his services, his charges, his contacts. Does he have a preferred lender? Does he have a contractor who is reliable, does a good job, and does not rip off investors, especially out-of-state investors? Same goes for a broker who specializes in investment properties. I'm going to be honest with you, investment homes are not flashy homes where you can park your BMW X7 and just walk around the neighborhood without worrying about anything. Investment properties are usually found in areas with low income median. So check if the realtor or his guys are willing to go to such places where you have to be a bit cautious of your surroundings. Remember that friend of mine from out of state? His house was flashy. Not mine, but mine had a much better return than his. I have a friend who owns about 40 properties in Charlotte, and all his properties are in great neighborhoods. You know why? Because he got all of them in the 2009 real estate crash. You don't get investment properties in those neighborhoods anymore. The return is way less than the 1% that all investors should expect to get. Number 5, numbers. Good. Now you're almost set. Now it's time to work backwards. Assuming that you want a 1% return, which all investors should expect, it is time to find the cost of an investment property that you can afford. The cash flow works like this. Take the rent and start subtracting the mortgage, the vacancies, the insurance, the taxes, the HOA, and the miscellaneous expenses and the vacancies. You absolutely need to have a positive cash flow, possibly even more than $300 a month. Do you know what you have to do if the property that you're looking for does not give you $200 of cash flow every month? You walk away. Rather, you run. It's a bad investment. If you agree with me, type run in the comments below. Remember, you have to look at 10 to 20 properties before you find one where the numbers work in your favor. So be patient, please. Always, and I really mean it, make low logical offers. Don't just throw out a number. Work with your investor realtor. Find out what the actual cost is of the house. Then find all the problems that are there in the house. Subtract the cost of all those problems and then come to a genuine number. If you work that way, very likely that your contract will be accepted. And once things work out, buy the investment property, your first investment property. Number 6, stay involved. Once you buy the house, you should be proactive. Don't just leave everything on the property manager. Stay involved. Look for strategies that you can implement where the rent can be increased. You will learn in the process yourself. Start thinking about investing in your second investment property. Find places where you think you can improve. This should be the predominant thought in your mind all day, every day, even while at work. Lastly, common first-time mistakes to avoid. A. Overestimating the rent. Boss, Don't just believe in what others say. Don't believe what the realtor is telling you. Go look at Zillow. Go look at other websites. See how much the other homes are going for. Look at the DOM, the days on the market. How soon was the property rented out? B. Underestimating repairs. Everyone gets ripped off here, even the most seasoned investors. Again, the goal is to minimize mistakes. I don't think so anyone can ever eliminate this problem. C. Ignoring vacancies. Well, even I'm guilty of this. Mark the rent a little less than the market price and your home will stay rented for a long time. D. Cash flow. Buying a house with a negative cash flow or zero cash flow is a disaster. You should never buy a house that does not cash flow. Remember, cash is king. I hope these steps will help guide you buying your first rental property and how to avoid pitfalls. So until next time, this is Vikram Chopra. And if I can be of any help to you, please feel free to reach out to me. I live in Charlotte, I invest in Charlotte, and I help others invest in Charlotte as well. Until next time, good luck, goodbye, and earn your freedom.